It seems that, some folks who have a platform have made the genocide of Indigenous people a debate.
In the highly criticized UCP draft curriculum, there are now more concerns over the Indigenous social studies material. Now it's the use of quotation marks when referring to residential school survivors. Spirit River, an Indigenous public speaker, says the quotes take away the validity of the pain experienced by those who attended residential schools.
And if we put doubt on whether Indigenous folks who went through residential schools, whether or not they can be classified as survivors, then we're not getting to truth.
And it's incredibly disrespectful.
Michelle Robinson, an Indigenous activist, says there is a long history of downplaying the experiences of residential school survivors. And this incident only continues the trend.
Indian residential schools would only be in quotes as a way to undermine the issue. It's a blatant disregard for the issue and nowhere close to reconciliation if they can't handle this truth.
Pamela Wojcik is part of a group on Facebook with 41,000 members who find issues with the draft curriculum. She emailed her MLA, Dale Nally, explaining her concerns with the use of the quotations, especially following the discovery of 215 children's bodies at a former residential school in Kamloops. In his email response, which was sent to City News by Wojcik, he responded, saying critics have been trying to find isolated parts of the curriculum to use as an argument why it should not be used. I do not know why quotation marks were used around survivors. However, I went back to look at it and I wasn't offended by it.
It's really unfortunate that we have elected officials in these positions that are undermining and underplaying the gravity of this issue.
The Confederacy of Treaty 6 First Nations calling for a total rework, while the Métis Nation of Alberta announced Monday they're suing the government for improper consultation before drafting the curriculum.
The chiefs have taken a position along with the MNA, and as we see bits and pieces come out, well, that's because the curriculum is a faulty one.
City News reached out to Education Minister Adriana LaGrange and MLA Dale Nally for response, but they did not get back in time for broadcast. In Calgary, Taylor Braat, City News.